likely to be changed.
Yeah.
Can
You should
see
be careful.
locations far away? Like, would you be able to tell?
I could see if I could look into the past and see if I can identify the organization, and you could pass it on to Zofix, maybe.
Yes, yeah. Or the people here, depending on how we do this.
James. Would David be able to look into the past to see what organization kidnapped Oren's family? All right, I will try that first. So, history check. And I would make sure Razi and Orn would know what I'm doing first.
Right. Even you. Find Orn's children.
+5. +11.
I'm gonna use my advantage on that I get from the seer boon. All right.
I give you the food gives you a +5. You get a +11 as well.
All right. So
we're just built to buff the fuck out of him. I'm gonna cast guidance on him for another +d4.
okay, so +1d4, +1d8, +5, +11. Did I miss any other bonuses?
Let's see. What was your roll? You had advantage, so you crit?
Yeah.
All right, you get another +5 from an inspiration.
All right. So 78.
Did you remember to add the 10 from the crit?
Yep, that's how I got to 52.
Oh, okay.
Yep, yeah, you could see the history check above it. God, I've been rolling awful on the d8s today. James, the final result would be a 78.
Yep, just double checking something.
All right.
Right. So, you see back into the past.
Yep.
David was there when I met with them.
Well, whatever I learn, I'm passing it on to Orm.
Right. You're able to see back to the moment that you met with the children.
Right?
But without having something that anchors to that moment, you don't have anything to lock on. You need to be in the location to look back to when they were taken.
All right. I would inform Orn about this. Could I try seeing their current location, James?
You don't have any abilities that allow.
All right. I would explain the current situation to Orm, at least from the very limited that I could see.
From this location, how far away are we from there? I do.
You'd be able to guesstimate that you're a bit over a year and a half away. Actually, give me a moment, I need to measure some.
James? Alright.
All right.
Right, by the tunnels, you are a bit over a year and a half away.
We need to finish what we're doing pronto.
Orn.
Yes.
This might be a trap. You might want to be cautious on how we go about trying to save your family.
I have to do whatever I can. Yeah, we did have a cave. Estimating by the caverns, how long would that take? I was working on a map of the continent for like years, so
Of Zarthik's section of the continent.
yeah. Oh, we're not in Zathik's section?
I'm muted.
You're just underground.
Yeah.
It takes a week
Is-
to travel up the cavern to the surface from.
Mm-hmm.
Orn, would you ask Zathix about this?
Yes, I will.
Because I would expect that Zathix would want you to stay hidden or maybe they can confirm who has your family or something. They should be working on it. Shouldn't they be protecting your family?
Yes, I need to talk to him for that.
Maybe it's better to talk to him first before we make a plan, so that we don't
Yeah.
waste time making a plan that will change.
Yes, that would, I guess that would be true.
So, would you sending Zathix?
Yes, Zathix. I sending my family, and apparently they were captured. Yes, but the others. Yes.
Oh God. I don't blame it, Meta.
Does he have any more responses? You know who could have captured them? But who are they? For what? Ah. Who else?
The Dwarven Conclave.
Why would they be after me?
They believe that you're the reason that artificers lost their ability.
Ooh. Right. Who else?
And there's a rather powerful devil seeking you.
Ah. When we communicated with the Dream Queen, did we know she was a devil? Is she a devil?
She didn't.
Okay. Alright, I presume one of my children is captured in the abyss. Could that be the devil?
You mean demon? The abyss is demons, not devils.
Ah. Well, then that must be separate. Might be separate.
I will get people on dealing with your missing children.
Oh, poor Zathix. You know where any of these people stay?
What do you mean?
Do they have like a location?
Some of them do. The Thieves' City has a location, though it constantly moves. The Devil, I have no idea. The Dwarven Conclave is static. They never move. I'm actually not sure how long they've been there, but their fortress is 9 Pentrim. That being said, the adventurers I have in mind for this job, I believe they can handle it.
I would hope so.
Group 5.
Nice.
Oh. I will be. You send someone to my home to check if there's any kind of trap there. I will be going there as David has detection abilities.
I believe you're speaking of Snow.
Yes,
The Fire Dragons destroyed
they did.
when they made a pass over the
Ern is just fuming right now.
How long did you spend building that?
20 years? I spent just on that, and then
I'm well spent.
another 40, another like 20.
Rome wasn't.
All
Snowland wasn't.
all that remains
built in a
there
day,
is
but it was
glassy.
destroyed in a day.
It wasn't built in a day, but it was burnt in an instant.
Yes.
David, even if the location is like burnt down, could you still use would being there still help?
Yeah.
All right.
David would be reasonably confident that
Okay. We will still be. Are the dragons layering there?
no, they made a pass over there when they were melting the area.
Okay. All right. Well, once we are finished with some business down here, I will be heading for the surface. If your adventurers are in need of equipment, I will offer my services for that.
I'll be sending them out immediately to do.
All right. Razia, how do you feel about asking God to help us?
Asking who?
God,
What god?
the one we've met.
Ah, it's Renthia.
Yeah.
Well, don't mind asking, but I don't know if they'll be interested. Yeah, rather.
Once we find out if the adventurers cannot handle it, once we find out the location, then we should do that. Then we might ask her.
Sounds
James.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Would I be able to foresee Group 5 being successful in this?
You don't know who they are.
Yeah, you need some focus point for them. If you had one of his
okay.
children or one of Group 5, you could try and look forward to see if one ever meets his children again.
That. Yeah, okay.
I would
Worth
be
a
careful
shot.
about doing.
Yeah. I was just trying to see if I could maybe give Group 5 an increase in their ability to succeed.
All right.
Can you
All right. How long do we have to
otherwise
wait here?
Zartex didn't want to talk to me. I'd like to talk to Zartex.
Razia, you said you had to go to the abyss?
Oh,
Or wanted to?
remember, well, I told you the Dream Queen wants a book, and they say that if we can get them this book from the abyss, they'll give everyone their dreams back.
I will ask him. Is he going to send it after? He's sending the adventurers after the children that aren't captured, right?
He's got no idea how to get to deal with the ones in the.
Okay. Well, then we might be the ones going to the abyss.
Birds
I'm
with
gonna
one
ask
stone.
Ask,
Just
sending
have
the
to get
children
to the
and
abyss.
ask
Easy
them
enough.
what the people that captured them look like. Whether they're dwarves.
Who are you asking?
All of my children. Whoever is most observant.
Okay, you're able to get a response from Ruby, but the others appear unable to respond anymore.
They were just waiting for me to sending, and now they've
Well,
turned
maybe
it
they
off.
detected that you're sending.
Yeah, they probably turned it off now that I know that they're captured.
Now they're sure that you're alive as well.
Yes.
Oh, they might have already killed them.
Yeah.
That would be unfortunate. Hope they didn't destroy their souls.
I will wipe this scum off the face of this plane.
By whacking them with a hammer repeatedly until you get in at 20.
Orn crafts the perfect prison for their souls.
I will craft another prison. Honestly, I'm halfway to sending my old patron.
Or just imprisons an entire organization for kidnapping his children?
Right, we are going to spend whatever money we have on whatever might be most useful.
Okay. What did the belt end up doing? The Titan strength that you got?
It's gauntlet.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
What did they end up doing, James?
Plus 10 to strength. Both
Oh,
stat cap and to your strength.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll use inspiration on that. Yeah.
So now you can. Do you have any crafting that requires strength?
Sadly not.
Oh. I must need fucking strength.
I add strength to my damage.
Hey, at least you can carry a bunch more.
Like +5 damage isn't gonna do much.
Did I take a feat to add strength to use strength instead of dex?
For weapon attacks? Or for crafting?
For crafting.
There's a dwarven feat for it. Believe you could get.
I'd have to interact with dwarves for that, and I don't think I want to do that.
I mean, you can design the feat, right?
Yeah. Would I be able to design a feat for that? Oh, okay. Well, then I will probably do that at a later date. See if I wonder I might re-enter Paladin. Oh.
What's the plan?
How long do we have to stay here?
I believe a couple weeks for Devrel and 63 days for Razia.
Razia waiting for?
Obsidian Flame Mentor.
You're waiting for Obsidian Flame to what?
Mentor because who can teach me about the Obsidian Flame.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Oh,
I'll need to be right back. Sorry, everyone. My stomach's just been really unwell.
it's
like
okay.
I don't think that Razia would want to wait necessarily, but considering we're going to the Abyss, right, and we have no way of getting there as of now. Perhaps we can start preparing here. Slash,
Potentially.
we're going to need things. We want to
Oh,
research
100%.
the Abyss, and this is as good as place as
Okay.
any.
Do we know if the book that Razia wants is in the same location as Ruby?
Do we even know where Ruby is?
We could ask the Dream Queen. We could ask her how to get into the Abyss.
We can ask her. I don't think she would know.
Yeah, but she's the only person we've known who's talked about the Abyss.
Well, she knows that the book is there, and she knows whereabouts in the Abyss the book is. Well, I don't think she knows much more. But maybe, I will ask.
Yeah.
Because
Could we try and convince God
ideally,
to join us into the Abyss?
what?
No, if we take God with us into the Abyss, we...
Well, actually, Zarenthia did agree to go to the Abyss with us, kinda.
Oh, yeah?
Well, in 20 years.
No, she said in a few years.
Oh, it was a few years?
I think so.
I thought she said, come speak to me in 20 years.
I think it was less.
I think
But
that
doesn't
was
matter.
the people that was going to marry Tyrell you're confusing it with.
Right now I'm just trying to figure out how we go about doing this.
Yeah.
Well, we need to learn about the Abyss. There's different layers, right? How things work in the Abyss, and etc., etc., etc.
Oh, 100%. But my specific point was, if we're going to the Abyss, then ideally I'd only like to make one particular trip.
Sure, of course we can do both things while we're going there.
Yeah. And ideally, if it's get the book and Ruby, I'd rather if we were if we ended up in the same area, ideally.
But we can't control that.
Oh no, 100%.
Could also just spy, how do we get into the Abyss?
Well, maybe we're gonna need to ask around. Maybe people know. There's obviously the easier way is we got a way into the astral from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can go to the astral, then go to the abyss anchor, and then jump into the abyss. But then the good question is, how are we getting back?
Could use a 7th level slot on plane shift.
My basic stance is
I could train ritual caster, and then you constantly heal me while I cast plane shift.
I can't cast plane shift, but
No,
you can spend. Yeah,
but
you
if
can.
you heal me while I ritual cast it, potentially you could out heal the damage I take.
I don't have that much healing.
Yeah. Okay. Well then.
You might just have essence cast it to get back.
Oh, the druids. The druids.
But what the druids?
Do we know what level they are?
We have no guarantee with them.
Yeah, but what would they do for us? Send us to the abyss?
Druids have plane shift as a spell, don't they?
Oh, I have no. I don't know because I have the primal list.
Yeah, but do they have tuning forks for that? Is the spell fixed? Like, there's many questions.
Yeah. I mean, they're connected to the
Hold on, let me
they can-
check the master spell list.
Remember? Because they're connected to the lane lines, I don't think they needed to fix the things.
Druids don't have plane shift. It's 7th level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Post year 38, they don't have it.
Shit.
You would either need a wizard or someone with the arcane or divine spell list.
Mm-hmm. Hold on one moment.
So yeah.
I mean, how much is Essence custom some level spells? Only 120k. Yeah, 128k.
Or
Yes.
aren't artificers divine spellcasters?
No, they're arcane.
So you have access to plane shift?
Yes, I already told you guys this.
Yes. But like,
It's likely going to be the way we get in. Unless we can get some sort of better form of transport.
that's the fastest way for sure.
Yeah.
If we're looking for speed, that's the way to go. Like, if we're looking to save essence,
Wait a second.
then
If we recover the book and recover dreams,
yeah.
then that'll help us collect the other children because then they're likely going to be able to dream if they're still alive.
And we can contact them, etc., etc.
Yeah, because we'll have favor with the Dream Queen. Okay. Yeah, saving Ruby first is probably is definitely the best objective. Hopefully, group 5 is good enough for the rest of my children.
You don't trust Group 5?
I don't know.
Did you see the quality of drugs we have in Haven?
You just
Okay.
drugs.
Orn in character doesn't know your group.
Actually,
Oh, it's
Owen
your
in character
group.
knows
Okay, maybe
Shade.
it's good.
Oh.
Shade does not like Owen very much. Because he's simulacrum pussied out.
Fair enough. Well, to your information, you are saving the children of John Smith.
Shade might be by that time high enough to know who John Smith is.
Yeah.
It's not like Shade wouldn't save your children just because you pussied out once.
Yeah.
Well, because the simulacrum vanished once.
Look, the fact that the simulacrum pussy out is much worse. Much, much worse.
Yeah.
It
I
literally
like
is a simulacrum. Why does it try to save itself? I don't know.
because it's Orn. He has no combat abilities, really.
Especially back then.
He's highly durable, but have you, the player, not realized
So
all
what?
he is a tank?
So what? Oh, so right. So what the tank is supposed to do is pussy out as soon as the fight starts. That's the role of the tank, right?
There was
No,
two
no, no,
guys
no.
with me.
No. My point is, it's like
I tried to take him out
all
of the bag of holding.
all he does is be a meat shield. He cannot
Well,
force the enemy to attack him.
what the heck are you talking about? Yes, if you stayed and was a meat shield, I wouldn't have complained.
Yeah,
It's a
that's fair.
Oh
simulacrum.
no. I'm not saying Shade is wrong. Shade is 100% right.
Yeah. So what are you
Afterwards,
trying to prove?
I'm just saying, like, Orn is all about crafting. Outside
I
of it,
know.
he's basically incompetent.
I know it wouldn't have changed anything.
That's fair. How far in the future will this be for you guys?
We're not even year 38 yet.
Oh no.
I thought you guys were.
No, we're still a year away.
Okay.
And we have another quest, at least one more quest to do before we can get to year 38. Did you know what we did yesterday?
What did you do?
So apparently, like a year ago, real time or more,
Mhm.
fucking Fem Archie appeared.
Yeah. What about Archie?
Yeah, Rail gave them access to Church of Deus, Infinite Church of Deus money,
Oh.
and forgot about it.
Oh yeah.
So we found out what Fem Archie was doing.
Yeah. Killing people so that they can get the other people over.
Not just that, Fem Archie at that point had a farm of 120. Have you seen The Matrix?
Yeah.
Nightar in The
Oh,
Matrix.
Wait. That was
my
Fem
God,
Archie?
they had that many
Yes.
They had that many night armor? Oh,
Yes, because
God.
they took them from Alice's temple or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know about that part.
And they were not being a good person who was saving some people who was going to bring good people over. Yeah, so we killed Femachi and we rescued all the Nightar children and we're
Okay.
storing them in a secret facility. We put Kalno in charge because he knows what to do with a bunch of children.
I heard that it was a bunch of Celestials that were doing it.
Because everyone blames Celestials.
How would you even know? Nobody even knew about this. Doing what?
I was specifically talking to another one of your party members after the session.
And they said that a bunch of Celestials were doing something?
Um, hold on one sec.
Something doesn't add up. And the whole thing started because fucking Fem Nathan came and told us to go kill Fem Archie. And they were both shady as fuck.
Right.
Oh yeah, because now Fem Nathan can come through.
So, what's the plan?
We wanted to contact some
Who would you like to call?
of our allies. First of all, the Dream Queen. Um, and see if they know if they have any tips for us to getting to the abyss and getting that book.
I'm not sure. My memories are weak. I can guide you somewhat along the way, but I'll need you to give me access to your memories.
Okay.
Okay.
Won't be the first thing that Razia let into her head.
You don't really have much information on the abyss. That makes it a little difficult. I'll need you to actually get to the abyss, and then I'll be able to give you information from there. Once there's a bit more of a... But you seem like they're struggling for
Fair enough. We'll
a bit more of a compass.
get back to you once we're in the abyss. Which layer are we going for the book?
If you find the spire, I'll be able to show you.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to tell the researchers that we need to find the spire, and then the Dream Queen can show us the door.
The abyssal spire.
Who's that responding?
Sorry, who were you contacting?
I'm just telling Owen and
Sorry, I thought I heard you say
David
someone
about
else.
the spire.
I think I might have to cut it short for today.
Right. And then we'd like to contact Zaranthia and see if Zaranthia wants to go on an abyss trip. Because Zaranthia implied that they might.
I'm not much for planar conflicts, but that could be interesting. When do you plan to leave?
As soon as we figure out a way to get there.
Alright.
Well, if you're coming, then as soon as we manage to all come, I guess, all go.
It's a tad soon, but be interesting. Sure, I'm interested. Come to where I'm at and we can go from there. Can't your monk friend send?
Monk friend, send us to the abyss. Hey Deverell, can you send us to the abyss?
Oh wait, he can! Oh, I forgot about that. You can just astral project.
Do you mean like
I have no idea.
Do you mean like astral projection?
Yeah. That is how it usually functions. Okay, yeah, that's way easier and way less costly.
Okay, hold on. I just need to check what that spell does before we Oh, alright. Oh yeah, it does specify you can take other creatures with you.
Yeah.
They say they can only go themselves. They say they can't send others. Right, and you are at your conclave? Enclave? Okay. We're probably a bit further away. Okay. We'll pick you up as soon as we can. Oh, we got Zaranthian. Just need to figure out how we're getting there, and pick him up at the conclave.
Yep.
Would I be able to search for portals to the abyss?
Would you like to use your ability to see into the future to see how you get?
That will make it much simpler.
Puzzle loop.
Do you want me to do that, guys?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I just want to not spend time figuring out how to get there, considering there are like 55 different ways we can do it.
All right, I will do that then.
Okay, mate.
All right.
Double critical on the food he's gonna eat.
I like the duality on your second set of d20s. Okay. So what bonuses do I add to this?
You add 6 plus 11 from me with my food and the Flash of Genius.
Yeah.
Use an inspiration on the crafting of the food.
Okay, so it's a... Okay, so I gotta... Okay. Okay, so it's a +6, right?
Yeah, from the food.
All right. Okay, is Ryza helping?
Oh.
All right, so 1d8. Are you using guidance or?
Yeah.
All right. Just wanted to make sure I was adding everything that needed to be there. Okay, how many times have I rolled a 3 on the d8? out of my last board P8 rolls, I think only one was not a 3.
At least you're getting more than 3 on the D20s.
Yep.
Really matters.
Yes. All right. $65. The one to the astral plane? All right. I would inform the party.
Okay, I'm gonna send things around and say, it seems that we are going to need to leave from the city of the spider through the vortex. Should we amend our plans? All right. It'll be okay. I'll make sure that there's no issues.
What's that?
Guys,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
I'm
10.
gonna have to go.
All right.
Well, we're probably close to done, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or-
I think we're about done anyway. We're finished
Yep.
with this session.
So I will see you guys later.
Take care.
A year and 5 months.
Okay, so we can probably.
Meta, Rosie, please have a way to slip her.
A way to what?
Oh, a way to get her around the city. Because we don't know how much they hate her.
Did you
Gross, he's
see
just
how
gonna
much
talk him.
persuasion I have? Like, what the fuck are they going to do?
1 sec.
Oh my god, I'm building a death trap in my own room.
Mhm.
This is gonna make it challenging for me to move around the room, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. I might kill myself with it.
That's not ideal.
Yeah, hopefully not. I don't think I'm gonna kill myself with it. Unlikely.
So, in that case, you guys will have a year and 5 months of preparation.
I will have some time with my mentor.
That was the face, clicking.
Right, the mentor. So, someone would come up to you, right?
Hmm?
Their eyes glow with an obsidian flame around their.
Oh wow, your eyes are on fire.
Yes, they are. I see the flame within you too, though it's embers for you.
Oh.
Congratulations, Razia.
Thank
You have pleased them well recently.
I'm just not exactly sure what is it that pleases them.
Various powers, abilities, feats, and capabilities. You catch something new, they might find it interesting. They'll let you know if they find it interesting, of course.
Okay, so they're not interested in my goals or morality, just something happens along the way.
They've already judged your goals and morality.
Fair enough.
Though with them, it's the adventure along the way that matters.
How long have you been on the path?
Nearly 700
Oh wow, that's like twice longer than I've been alive.
Yes, one day I hope that you'll have lived this.
Thank you. It's very nice of you. I also hope that I will live that long.
You're a human.
Um, not quite. I flourish my wings.
Half human.
In a way, I was born to a human family, but I think it's just divine blood here.
Oh, you're an ass.
Yeah,
Apologies, I've not seen one of your kind before.
it's okay. We're not that. Because
I
we're
have
not
seen
that
your
common, are
opposite.
we? Much more common around these parts, of course. I actually haven't seen one for a while.
Yes, they're in the upper layers of the under.
Oh.
And then even further.
See,
But these layers of the Underdark are controlled by the Dragon.
it's lucky that we ended up here. They're a pain to deal with.
They are, aren't
Them down is incredibly. Oof.
they? They always seek so much power in the. And what does it do for them? Simply corrupts them, doesn't
That's to most people.
it? So, Razia, where is life currently taking?
Well, my friends. Well, actually, we have two goals. One of my friend's family is in danger.
It's unfair.
Their one of their daughters is stuck in the abyss. We will be preparing to venture there to rescue them, and while there, we wish to restore the dreams to the people of the world. I believe that the secret lies there.
Dreams. Oh, right.
Of course, you wouldn't have any need of dreams.
I'm sure it will benefit us. this is the path that you are set on, then I'll try to offer some assistance.
Yeah.
I can use the obsidian flame to alter the vortex. I should be able to send you straight to the abyss.
Oh, fantastic! That will save us so much time sailing the astral sea. So much. Looks like the obsidian flame is really powerful.
I am well bathed in its. I am fortunate to be one of few that it still grants magic to.
Doesn't grant magic to everyone?
No.
It's been granting it to me. I haven't really been using it.
Then it must have taken an interest. It's good. It means you're strong. Razia, what is your full name?
Did I have a surname?
Loaf, technically.
Oh, yeah. Razia Lols at the moment.
A house loaf in the obsidian. I mean, no disrespect to your bloodline, but it is rare for a loaf to be contained within.
Wasn't a Lol when I bathed in the flames.
I see. So the house claimed you even asked? Quite the achievement. And you say you've only been in the obsidian flame for a few.
I believe it's around 4 or 5.
I see.
The house didn't claim me for my one of my companions that they sought.
Still, the fact that they were willing to, even after all of that. Quite the curiosity indeed.
Bad blood between the flame and House Lolth?
More opposing ends of the draft.
Similar to what's that other house?
That's
Yeah.
not
That's
quite.
Australia.
Draven is. How would I put this one outside? House Lolth represents the bonds of the drow. The title, the politics, all of it. That is where they're. Draven represents the passion and the spirit of the drow. The obsidian flame is the drow's ability to grow.
Oh. So not clinging to the past, but forward.
All have important aspects in our society. In my opinion, we should never be without one aspect of it.
It's very reasonable. The societies that I've interacted with usually do have all of these. That's essential for them to survive.
Something that I've discovered with Drow over my time. Drow tend to isolate different aspects of it. Over the time that Drow live, they look like they take the things that matter to them and they build their life around them, away from everything else. They're like echo chambers of sorts.
Right. You have them get very defensive, but mention of considering a different opinion.
It is interesting how Drow society functions, but it is the way it has functioned, and is the way that it will likely continue to function. From time to time, it will isolate itself, then it will come together, and then it will slowly isolate itself again. And the cycle of Of course, there are people who play important roles in that cycle. Those who bring it together and then who begin to segment. I think it is how creatures that live as long as Drow grow.
It's an interesting opinion. I definitely have not learned enough to have a strong one of my own.
Then I hope to hear of your opinion once you've spent enough time learning. There is an old artifact of the obsidian flame within the... what is it called?
Oh.
I'm not expecting that you'll come across it, but if you do, it's a small totem with fire on the end. Only you will be able to see the flame. If you see it, could you please try to collect it and bring it back?
Of course. Would you happen to have anything that, or would you know where I could find something that used to be connected to this artifact? Perhaps a place it was stored for a long time, or somebody who owned it?
Yes, I can point you in that direction. On the far end of the continent, around 2 years away by passing, you'll find a small temple near one of the cities. The temple you will find has obsidian flame all around. That temple is where that artifact was stored.
Out of our timelines, Zorenthia will be getting here in about a year and a half.
Oh, Zorenthia is coming. I've
Yes.
heard she is incredibly formidable. A destructive force like few have seen in millennia.
Yes, indeed. We fought side by side.
Side by side with her, so you're quite remarkable indeed.
I believe that definitely interested the that definitely caught the interest of the Obsidian Flame. Helped them grant their gift to me after that.
I see. Well, congratulations. I'll be excitedly awaiting your development.
Do you have any other ideas of some place that or some person that artifact is connected to, or maybe some ways of reaching that temple.
From my understanding, it was stolen 500 years ago, and then it was traded with a demon. The demon then took it and did something with it in the. I've got no idea what happened to it after.
Perhaps who stole it?
We know who stole it, but they were burnt upon. They were burnt in the obsidian.
Huh.
They refused to repent for their sin.
Interesting. Is there any chance that the obsidian flame retains a part of them?
Entirely so. That is entirely possible.
Is there any way for me to briefly extend the obsidian flame to somebody else, just for a minute?
I'm not aware of such a. But if you seek the flame that they were burned in, it's only 8 months away from. Again, they wouldn't be using months; they'd be using the exact days. But I'm using months.
Yeah. Well, that will mean that we can make it there and back in time.
Right? They'll give you the
Okay. But that would mean that time for there would be not much time for me to learn from you, unless you're okay with me contacting you telepathically.
I can do one better than that. I'll come along for a trip. I'll need you to wait about a month.
I believe we have a month. Right, James?
Perfect. Yep. If you wait a month, you should still have 8 and 8, 16, so you'll still have 4 or 5 months left.
Yeah, okay.
So you should have plenty.
I'm gonna need you to come, David, yes.
Yeah.
Because you're the one who's gonna be touching the flame. Well, yeah.
I wonder what the flame will think of David at this point.
And you're not gonna be jumping into it head first.
No, I just mean, like, when David makes contact with it, what's it gonna think about him?
Find out. I don't know if you're gonna make contact with it. I'm just thinking that that's an anchor point for you to be into.
Oh, to figure out where it went?
Yeah, to figure out, like, for example, like, hopefully this person who sold it to the demon, we could learn what the demon is, and the Dream Queen will definitely be able to guide us to where the demon is once we restored the dream. Take it from there.